Hello Cancer and welcome to my channel GreenLion Goddess Tarot. This is your fortnightly reading for February the 16th through to the 28th. So we're moving into your fellow sister water sign, Pisces. Now this came out for you just as I was shuffling as before I hit record. So we have stars, Aquarius, Saturn and Uranus. So, there are still we're just moving out of Aquarius. We're really dealing with a lot of this lovely Aquarian energy. And I just feel like there's so much that's come to you, really activated your third eye and lots of downloads, lots of information, lots of ideas, lots happening, lots of revelations. And it's created, it could even be quite a mystical experience for some of you or a spiritual experience, but it's really built a foundation on something solid and something that could bring some magic into the world or into your world, into your life. So, yeah, I feel like it's also, bringing back a flow, a connection to the soul, but also understanding that letting go of things that you don't need to emotionally connect to. So we have the Five of Wands, Sun and Leo. And before I move on, Cancer, I should completely just got absorbed in your reading and forgot to say this is a general reading for February Oh, did I say that? I think I did. But I did. I just need to say the usual spiel. This is a general reading. You are the master of your own energy, so just take on what feels right and leave the rest. And if it does really resonate, you'd like to get more information, look at the future beyond and what more is coming in for you, there will be an extended reading. The link is in the description box below. And I usually tag it to the comments as well. So we have Wand 5, Sun, Leo coming in. And this is kind of interesting because it's looking at... this looks a bit like the star that's coming in here. I'm going to put it down next to the star. It's actually looking at where you've got yourself caught up in the past, where you've got caught up in a conflict. And it's giving you some very clear guidance and information around that. And we have the Hermit card coming through, which is Virgo, Mercury, Mercury, double Mercury. And so... this is really been quite a revelatory experience as well. There's the energy of revelations. There's the energy of going deep within, getting answers deep within. A lot of information coming to you. So for some of you, this can be information overload. Now, there is a sense that you've attained some kind of level that you are now ready to share something with the world. You are now kind of in an aspect of your life, you're now the teacher, not the student anymore. So it's time to share those answers and that information with the world. But there is a conflict that needs to kind of be looked at as well here. And you're getting a lot of information as to just how not to get caught up in that again. That's what's coming up here. So let's see what else is coming through for you, Cancer. It may have been that you needed some alone time as well. You needed some time to kind of sort some things out, or you might feel like you need some space around you. So, and this can also be all of this information and these experiences they're showing me are now being transcribed, is the word they're giving me, and transformed into wisdom. So for some of you, this is writing, the fact I'm getting transcribed or teaching in some sort of form, some sort of written or communication. It doesn't have to necessarily be that, but I'm just being shown that it is being interpreted and from your own interpretation, it's being shared. And this can be something big. This can just be something that you share with your friends or something that you acknowledge within yourself. We have the Four of Swords. So, yeah, it seems very clear that there's been some very strong guidance here from above, from the high vibrational energies. And there needs to be some time to assimilate and to really feel into this and to take some time out. This can be a period of recovery. It can be a period of just taking time out to contemplate, to understand all this stuff, because I feel like there's a lot has been thrown at you here, Cancer, all this information, and to make sense of it, to weave it into some kind of story and narrative and to understand what this means. You are crossed by the Justice, which is a beautiful Libra energy. It's about fairness. It's about fairness in relationships and balancing some things out. So this is kind of related, I'm being told, to this conflict that you could have been caught up with. There's a sense that something wasn't fair. And that has kind of almost stopped you from really, let's see, we have the Chariot card. Here you are. Really, I feel like stepping into this Aquarian energy, really knowing what to do with it, really helping you make sense of it. This could be an internal conflict as well that's coming through, that it doesn't make sense, or it can be around contracts and legalities as well for some of you. Now, I love the fact that you have come up in your mind's eye in the Chariot. And I understand that this is, your higher mind. This is your conscious mind, thinking very much about yourself. The Chariot card is very much you, and very much about the container, the energy container, or your home, your body or your home, and that place of safety, and how you can kind of overcome some of this very intense energy and ideas that are coming to you at this moment. I can get a lot of overload that's coming through. And it's kind of interesting because it's a very interesting conversation between Saturn and Uranus, or Uranus, however you say it, about liberating yourself from this conflict here, and how that has kept you contained in the past, and how you can free yourself from that energy now. So this is bringing, interestingly, the two energies together, and this Chariot energy. And the Five of Wands can sometimes be a reality check. It's testing something out, seeing if it can work. And I feel like you've got all this information, this deeper understanding of something. It can be an idea, and it's testing this out, something out in your world, to see if it can actually be viable and work, if you can make it work. So if it can actually be something that can be made into a concrete reality here. So let's pull a card. We'll keep going, Cancer. But yeah, very much. And I feel it needs to feel safe. There needs to be a sense of protection, that you're looking after yourself. We have the Four of Pentacles. So you're building a foundation here. You've got two fours on top of each other, building some very strong foundations, or trying to, at least. The Four of Pentacles at the base of the matter is all about what you're holding on to too tightly and what you need to let go of. It's also around your value, how you see your value in the world, and how that's generating. So I'm getting your value at the base, the root of this. It's all coming down to that. So let's see what else we can get coming up in the recent past. We have the Strength card. And a lot of signs are actually getting this, Cancer, because it seems that there's been almost like there's been so much generation, movement forward, a lot of fast ideas and a lot of quick downloads, a lot of pushing into the future, or stepping into a calling or out of a comfort zone. And what it's really, there's a lot of energy around this beautiful Leo and Virgo energy. And again, this is Virgo meets Leo, and it's right under the Virgo card. So it is really, once Virgo meets Leo, that infinity sign comes in, and the possibilities are endless. And really it's saying that you are finding the strength and the courage to actually bring about this, and to actually work out what this is. There's a sense at the moment of like, I'm not really sure exactly what this is. I feel like there's a lot I need to process at this moment in time and work out how it all makes sense. But this is the card very much connected to this Sun and Leo over here. They're in opposition. This is a conflict, and this is conflict resolved around an ego, something ego-based that has occurred that's related to this conflict that's occurred in your life. This can be someone, this can be your own ego, but it can be someone within a group that has been kind of on the negative side of how ego is shown. Ego can also be that part of you that tells you you're not good enough as well. So it can come in many guises, but it's really about your sense of identity, who you are, and you're being pulled in a couple of different directions here, but at the center of it, here you are, crowning yourself. So that's actually, you've got quite a clear, some energies might be trying to pull you sideways, but you've got a clear idea of who you are. So in the near future, what's coming towards you is the Page of Swords. So more information is coming, but there is a sense that I feel like this will kind of help things make more sense. There could be news that you're waiting for. This could be information about learning new skills or learning new upskilling, learning, moving to another level in order to be able to create order out of some of this chaos that's coming through here with a lot of these ideas and new thoughts, new energies that's coming through. So it's like you're waiting for something to bring you some clarity, some more information that's needed for this to make sense, really. But it's good. You're going to get what it is that you need to hear. So that's actually really positive, especially around resolving this conflict that is in, or something you're conflicted about in your life. So let's have a look. What else have we got coming through for you, Cancer? You are presenting as the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. And again, another Leo energy. And it's interesting because these two become a lot stronger in opposition to that. So they're working well, these energies. And it is about, the Leo is about, it is about self-expression. It is about being a leader. It is about being courageous and generous and showing your heart to the world rather than protecting yourself and hiding yourself off. And you're presenting here as the Queen of Wands. So she's very warm. It's a very warm energy, friendly, inviting, someone you want to go up and say hi to and tell them your life story. So this is someone that kind of feels very comfortable in their own skin, can see opportunity, lets their shadow, the ego side, that lion, it becomes this subservient energy, very much in control of what it is that she wants and what energy she's bringing into her world. So I think it's actually a really, really positive energy. So energy surrounding you. You might be attracting a lot of people. I think you could be emanating some kind of energy at this moment, Cancer, that people could be going, oh, I want to be with that person. I want to be near that person. So, and it could come in all sorts of different forms. Around you, you have the Ten of Cups. Surrounding you, there's a lot of happiness and creativity here. Some really nice partnerships. Could be children, family as well. Or the sense of people who you consider to be your tribe. So a lot of this is to do with how you can be of service to the world as well, how you can play your part and how that plays out, the individual versus the collective, and how you find those individual qualities and that deeper learning, and then you share it with the world. So I do feel like it's kind of it's very new energy, but it actually feels nice, but it feels different to usual. Hopes and fears, the Knight of Wands, wanting to make some really positive changes here and something that you're going to feel passionate about as well. And outcome, the Queen of Cups. Look, here you are, Cancer. Again, you've turned up as yourself. You know, it's such a beautiful energy. You are just owning this. you are saying, look, there's a lot of influences around me. People are trying to kind of pull me this way, that way. I've got Aquarius, I've got Leo saying I should do this. I've got Virgo saying this. I need more information. At the end of the day, you are like the eye in the storm. You are like staying true to who you are. And through that deep sense of knowing who you are, feeling safe, feeling protected within that knowledge of self-identity, because it feels like there's a lot of questions around that and your place in the world. You fill your own cup. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy. I mean, it's around having your heart full, knowing what fulfills you, knowing what makes you happy. There's a very deep knowing here that you've got something special to share to the world. And it's something beautiful, and it's something from the heart. So it's actually really, really beautiful energy coming through. And so at the base of the reading, we have, of the deck, is the Six of Swords. So this is moving to a calmer place, a place of greater peace, where you don't even need to necessarily understand the world around you, and you just need to know who you are and your place, and that you have something special to offer. And through that place of stillness, you can handle some of all this chaos and conflict and people pulling you this way and that way and energies doing this and all of this stuff, because there's a solid foundation of your value here. And that's why it's important to know when to be open to something, to go, oh, this Hermit energy, this has got something to offer me. So I'm going to be open to that, because it's actually a really nice, deep energy. Whereas this Five of Wands is Leo energy. That's something I might need to be wary of, because it's going to maybe drag me into some kind of conflict and take my energy left field, left somewhere. And it's not going to be a comfortable place for me, and I'm wanting to feel very centered. It's a very centered reading. This Six of Swords can also be feeling like needing to move, to relocate, to change jobs, change houses, travel. It can be all sorts of things like that, moving house for some of you. So it will... I mean, there's this calmness here, but it does feel like you need to find your own peace amidst all this other energies that are around you. A lot of strong energies. These can be people, these can be Leos, Virgos. These can be other air signs that are in your life. So it's staying true to you and working out when to be influenced by others and when not to be. So it's actually very, very beautiful energy. You're coming back to your heart. So what animal spirit energy is there around? Actually, you know what? I want to pull an affirmation card for you. First, Cancer. So let's see. What does Cancer need to hear or affirm in your life? What does Cancer need to hear or affirm? There we go. We got one. Okay, let's see. I am safe and it's only change. And that's actually really interesting. It says, I cross all bridges with joy and ease. The old unfolds into wonderful new experiences. My life gets better all the time. And I love the fact that this person's got their bags packed, because that's what I'm getting with that Six of Swords, is that you might actually be guided to, it's like you've been ready for a while and you need to feel safe. And there's a lot of safety here, but it's saying you're going to find that safety within yourself, within your heart. So, yeah. And this does feel like positive change, positive movement forward. So what animal spirit energy is around for Cancer? What can we get for you? The dragonfly, beautiful. And the element of air coming through for you, Cancer. So yeah, the dragonfly, it's very much, as we said, there's a lot of ideas, that Aquarian energy coming through. It's busy, 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 busy mind, busy generating things. dragonfly is always darting around everywhere. It's a very spiritual animal as well, like creature, whatever you want to call it. But it always lands very lightly on the water and just checks back in. It doesn't go deep, but it's just a matter of amidst all this wonderful inspiration, creative ideas, new information coming in for you, just make sure you check in to that water element, to how you're feeling, check into your heart, check into your soul. Just, it's going to keep you, it's something that it's just wanting you to keep checking back in on. Now, dragonflies, this might be the start of a 2-year journey that's coming in here. So starting something that's going to bring in, the bags are packed and this journey's 2 years, really. It is what I'm getting for this with the dragonfly. So really the medicine is saying, how are you feeling? Just to check in with your feelings about this. Check in with yourself, your own inner compass, your own barometer about whether something's feeling right or not. The Piper, what a beautiful energy to come through for you. I love the Piper. And the Piper plays such a beautiful tune. It's very poetic. It's all about following something that feels and sounds good to you. Quite literally is what I'm being told. It's, sometimes music can transport you. I mean, the Piper is people follow, the children are following the Pied Piper. But this is more, they're showing me this very lovely poetic energy where you're being drawn to something, intuitively drawn, because the frequency of it is feeling good. Or, like you said, it just, you're going to be very drawn to perhaps even a person. But it's going to be trust this feeling. So if you feel like very drawn to an activity, a person, a place, there's something in that for you, Cancer. So listen to those messages because they're coming through loud and clear, being very strongly guided by that beautiful star energy. And the star energy is make a wish. Make a wish. Absolutely. The fact that it is crowning you, this is a time that you could definitely put that out to the universe. Okay, final charm for Cancer. Oh. I was just thinking, I bet it's a star when I pulled it, when I was thinking that. And I wasn't looking, I swear. A little starfish. And the facts that I love the starfish is because the starfish lives in water, your element, and it shines. So it's all about being happy within your emotions and internal happiness and inner contentedness. And it's also about, starfish are really beautiful to look at. Again, it's that thing with the Queen of Wands that people might be finding you very attractive. It might be you might be wanting to upgrade your appearance or be looking and feeling good through this period. So that also seems to be very important. But there's this lovely, just a lovely freedom and happiness, a joy that comes through with this little starfish that's actually really beautiful. So connect to your heart, connect to your bliss, connect to your joy, and maybe just make a wish upon a star, because there is change coming. There's change coming through and you might be feeling conflicted about that, but it's saying it's actually really positive change. And it's interesting because starfish have 5 stars and this 5 of Wands have the 5 points as well. So it's turning something, a conflict, into something that positive, something you're conflicted about. Find the happy place within that, or how you can be happy. So, the pursuit of happiness. But there's such a beautiful heart energy, there's some healing that's coming on with this, but very high vibrational, very beautiful, very lovely, soft. Follow the music, follow where you're drawn to. Beautiful. Beautiful energy. So they don't want you to land anywhere particularly strong. It doesn't want it to be heavy energy. They want it to be light energy. So allow yourself to kind of be taken from place to place, meet people, get ideas, visit. They're wanting you to kind of just explore all of these different options, just sense out how it's feeling, but at the same time remaining true to who you are. So it's very important energy coming through for you, but beautiful, soft energy. So I'm going to take that's it for the YouTube reading. I'm going to take it over to the extended reading now, and we're going to look at what else is coming in the near future and the future, what else that you need to know about this reading, and what other information is coming through for you. So if you'd like to come over to that, the link is in the description box below, and I pin it in the comment. Always get a lovely, rich, interesting information in that reading. So I'd love it if you come over and go on this journey together, because I do feel like this is a very beautiful journey that's coming in. I just kind of want to go like this. There's weaving of energies. So lovely, Cancer. But if this is where we're leaving each other, I do really appreciate your likes, your subscribes. I love reading your comments. If you think this can help somebody, please share. And thank you so much for joining me today. Please take care, Cancer. Bye.